Harries has got some really nice stuff that we worked on over the years, and yeah, that's kind of cool, hey? Let's go have a look at some boards. Harries Pro. Oh man, how good does that look? So anyway, this sort of started out as the Longboard Pro, but over the years, Harries was like, nah, I want you to change it, And so what it's done is it's just thinned out over time. Harries loves this real fine rail through the tail. Nice and pulled in, tight back here. He loves that stuff. Nice and rocketed so he can throw it around off the tail. That's kind of Harry's style of like performance longboards. Yeah, so I love this stuff, Harry's, because I mean, this is exactly the sort of boards that I like to ride. A board that catches waves super easy because it's a longboard, but it's light and rocketed. So it surfs like a short board. And of course, it's got that magic flex. The rail of the board bends into the turn, flexes, and then when you come out of the turn, it just slingshots you out. Yeah, so look, I love this board. So I see the other thing too that you've done over recently, Harry's, is switched over to the FCS 2. FCS 1 fins still go in them, and they're also still available in various locations. So that's the Harries Pro. Yeah, the 8-ball. I tell you, 8-ball in general is just really one of those one-board quivers. Yeah, I remember one time years back doing a surf trip, and I didn't know which board to bring. And it turns out that the 8-footer was the only one that was practical, because if it was small, I could still ride it, and it was still small enough to be able to throw around a bit like a short board and grovel into small waves. But if it got a little bigger, I still had the paddle power to get over the edge. Yeah, this board does have a nice flow to it, I gotta say. And so what you've done too with the FCS going for the 5-fin setup, there are times where a quad's your option. There's other times where a thrust is your option. There's even times where someone might want to ride it as a twin, but I suppose if you rode this as a twinny, you'd want some giant fins, I reckon. Yeah, there's a bit of fin versatility there too. Yeah, good all-rounder. The rocker, now we just have a nice, clean, even, flat curve. What that does is it fits into the curves of the waves better. So along with the fact that it's always had this sort of widest point pulled back and the bump in the outline, so when you're standing on the tail, it's really feeling like a shortboard with a long nose. And essentially that's what it was, basically a wave catching machine that you can surf off the tail like a shortboard. And it's just got your typical performance shortboard rails, low profile, slice through the water nicely, tucked under hard edge in the tail. It's a performance board with paddle power. All right. Yeah, so this is the 8-ball, Bondi 8-ball. Okay. Yeah, this one feels nice, man. I think this actual one caught my attention. But anyway, it's in a box and it's coming to you guys. So Ben, you guys have got something pretty special here. We need good quality surfers who know how to rip. Buy this stuff. So, Harry's, make sure your most important mates get the first ones, okay?